everybody, it's the Panoptical Poet here. Today I'm joining you from Common Grounds in Castlegar BC, and this is one of our awesome little coffee shops that we have here. And I actually have worked with the owner before, Robyn, who is an awesome human being, and we used to have open mics here before COVID, and we're hoping to have open mics here again. And I'm looking around right now because Robyn just renovated and she did a great job, and it's super beautiful. And they of course have coffee, which we all know I love, and they have all sorts of great treats like these gluten-free bliss balls. So if you are in Castlegar, you should definitely come to Common Grounds. And I thought this would be a really great place to read a poem. So this is every third Thursday. It's 7:30 p.m. on a Thursday, and the regular crowd shuffles in, but you won't find tonic or gin here. Just slow drip coffee served with a smile by Sam, and an assortment of deli delights that, to my dismay, all seem to contain onions. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that onions aren't also listed in the ingredients of the desserts. But even if you hate onions as much as I do, there are plenty of other reasons to love Cafe Voltaire, especially on a Wordplay Thursday. I set down my things at a table near the front, and I am greeted by the siren sounds of the Spanish club, talking over one another, covering up the occasional click-slide sound of a knight or pawn on the move made by Martin and the rest of the quiet chess club. The Spanish club speaks in words we don't understand, but they excite us anyway, because we are the word players. We eat, sleep, and breathe language, sustaining ourselves on sentences scrawled out in verse, living for these staged moments when we are able to use our voices to send our messages out to the masses. The Spanish club slowly disappears like starlight fading at dawn as Sarah takes the stage to do a mic check, preparing the crowd and silencing the stereo that hums in the background of the building. I follow her with a poem and some housekeeping notes, if I remember the notes. Then the evening begins, with Andrew at the mic again. He is captivating crowds with the characters he creates, bringing them to life with that thespian swagger, while Teresa sneaks into the stacks to browse through all the beautiful books, finding treasures she will share with us later. As Andrew nears the end of his set, I begin to worry that it will be another evening of Erin. But suddenly, Bruce speeds in, sounding like a screaming locomotive, here to save the day. He drops poetry bombs that blow us all out of the water, then rushes out as quickly as he came with the next delivery calling his name. Paul shuffles up next, looking small, only until he begins to speak, and his powerful words turn him into the giant of a man we all know and love. I know my own work most often has a much too serious tone, so I smile when Marcus steps up next to lighten the mood, his laugh ringing out like a two-note alarm. Hushed conversations pause as the audience is aroused and all eyes turn to him. Hannah hesitates as he steps away, but thankfully only for a moment before she pulls us all into the wondrous world her words have woven, and with a little poking and prodding we persuade Isaac to read next. As usual, he keeps it short, but super sweet, surprising only himself with his talent. Glancing up, I see that the clock reads 8:30, so we ask John for a final piece to end the evening. In anticipation, we wait as he makes his way to the mic and says, "Please put your dishes in the bin." And on that note, we prepare to part ways, laughing and hugging as we do. Now that the stage is silent, Zach slips past the microphone, uncovers the ivories on the instrument at the back, and begins to play for us. As Cafe Voltaire retakes its regular shape, he's like our own PG piano man, and as I listen and reflect on another Thursday come and gone, I can't help but think that Billy Joel's got nothing on this. So obviously I wrote that at about a different open mic. I used to live in Prince George, and I used to host Wordplay at Cafe Voltaire, and that was one of my favorite things that I've ever done in my life. And thankfully Marcus took over, and you can still find Wordplay online now because of COVID. But I was really sad to leave all of that behind. And so I was really excited when I came here, and Robyn was so gracious and opened up her establishment so we could start another open mic. Because as I talked about in that poem, we kind of had a community at our open mic nights, and that was really nice. And that is one of the great things about art and coffee houses like this, is that it's a great place to share community and art. So yeah, I think that's about everything. Definitely come and check out Common Grounds, and thanks for checking out my poem, and come and see us when we have our open mics going again. Thanks for checking out the video. Panoptical Poet out.